guys, what's going on? FlyMyPawn here, and welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Since we last left off, if I do recall correctly, we had managed to finish the entirety of the Ivory Sanctum, I believe it's called. And for this stream, what we're going to be doing is we are going to resolve any, lingering areas here and there, and talk with Jerebeth to let her know that the problem has been resolved. And we'll probably go back to our main camp, deal with that, before we continue on with whatever else that we get to. We're probably going to make our way over to a Sicorian ruin of sorts that was reported to us earlier, and we're just going to resolve every little bit of tasks that we can, get as much experience as we possibly can before we need to get going to the next area. But I digress. Without further ado, let's get into things and see what happens. If you guys were wondering, there is a little save that I decided to use. That's going to be dedicated towards, offhanded offhanded videos that I'm planning to do about the entirety of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, and basically going over classes. If you guys were wondering about that, I put a poll up there to see if people were interested. Got some people interested, to say the least. So I decided, you know what? Why not? Let's go check things out and see if people are interested enough to actually do it. Or interested enough to see what's going on. But I digress. We need to make a lore check, DC 34. Okay. So we have to make a high roll here. That's certainly interesting. We'll have to save and reload, but other than that, we should be fine. But yeah, no, as you can see, we've got a new series up. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Or at least what I did for my first stream in regards to it. But other than that, we should be fine. I'm just going to go through the game as normal, and we'll go from there. Okay, we're just going to reload this until we get success. It's going to take a little bit. I predicted this is going to be an issue, but whatever. It's fine. I'm not sure if there's anything else outside. We'll have to check that out before we continue on, obviously, but, this is the sort of thing that you guys come around for, among, other things. Well, mainly to, see how I fare as one person in hard difficulty, I suppose. But yeah. We do have a 25% chance to beat this check, I believe, so that is one of the things that we gotta overcome. But other than that, we should be fine. Alright. Seriously? Damn. Now, I will say I'm not certain why the healing is no longer working. I think there's like a bug that happens every now and again with that sort of thing. I'm not sure if it's a problem with us or something, but regardless, we will, if it doesn't work through the course of leaving this area, I am probably going to have to reconstruct my character next stream, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. So far, we're perfectly fine. And there we go. There we go. A magic sarcophagus with a tight-fitting lid. The locust creature can sleep inside it, unafraid that the swarm will disperse. Unfortunately for him, he's not going to have that luxury. Before we go any further, I'd like to actually go back outside. We're going to leave the loot for now, but we are going to be grabbing that in a bit, because I do want to check to see if that archangel is outside, so that way we can have a word with him. Because I am curious to see if he's still out there. Because he did, protect us. Yeah, here he is. I wanted to go talk with him just in case, because you never know. I'll save here, and let's go talk with the Hadley Inheritor.
I'll come to Dresden as soon as I can, and we can talk then.
Alright, so basically he's just gonna talk with us when we go to Dresden. which is going to actually be immediately after this area, so makes sense. We should be fine here. Can we grow a tree in here? I'm actually not sure. I'll have to take a look-see around the area a little bit, but ultimately shouldn't be too hard to grow a tree in this area, because that's how we've been on our Path thus far, which has proven to be interesting. What I am going to do is I'm going to polymorph back here at this point, because we are going to need to get some healing in. Goodness knows we need it, considering the fast healing's not working right now. But I guess I could just face shape. It's not like it's a big change. It gives us the recommended material anyways. Hey, Baphomet Cultists, we're going to save here, and let's go see Jerabeth. And there is Jerabeth. Hello. You discover Jerabeth engrossed in a task. She is holding a locust between two delicate clawed fingers, one of the locusts that previously comprised Xanthir Bang, and you watch as she slowly pushes a needle into its body. The demon observes the locust's convulsions with fascination. This will require a lot of work, and a lot of work to preserve this beauty. Greetings, Crusader. Have you finished your business in the Ivory Sanctum? If so, I'm happy to answer your questions now. One of the Baphomet's cultists ran from me, Xanadra. Do you know where I can find her? Xanadra is a crafty and shrewd liar. She has a hideout right under your nose, not far from Dresden. Search the temples of your good deities. Search them carefully. One of them is larger than it looks. Tell me everything you know about Nihindrian crystals and a ritual that is being used to enhance the demons. Oh, I can tell you a lot about that. I've gone through the ritual myself. When I return to the Abyss, I will destroy the memory. That feeling of incredible helplessness and pain. Horrifying pain. The crystal is not like an ordinary magic potion you may have encountered before. It changes the demon's very essence. Their soul, if you like. It changes you entirely. But you're hardly interested in my trials and tribulations. Listen, the crystal you are brought here directly from the Abyss, from the Midnight Isles, the realm of Lady Nocticula, with her permission and approval. Hepzibah, the daughter of Lord Baphomet, oversees the shipments herself. Xanthir has always been in charge of the transformations, but he was not the one who devised the ritual or discovered the crystal's properties. The architect taught him that. She, Arilu Vorlesh, is unbearably arrogant. She thinks she has the right to push real demons around. So don't think that you've solved this problem for good. Sooner or later, Arilu will share the secret of the ritual with another, and demons more powerful than you will inundate the lands of the Whirlwind once more. Tell me about who you served. Who commands the demon forces in the Whirlwind? Lord Descari was the one who started the invasion. Arilu Vorlesh opened the Whirlwind for him, and she expanded it for him. Later, he joined by my master Lord Baphomet, our former master. Few people know that Lady Nocticula has been helping them, from the shadows as is her wont. But commanding forces, battles, all that is beneath the notice of the Lords of the Abyss. Each of them have their archpriest Descari and his echo, literally a lesser incarnation of Descari himself. Baphomet's forces are led by the ruthless Hepzibah, his daughter by Brood. Each of the archpriests have a host of powerful beings at their command, such as myself, Minago, Darazand, and a captivating Xanthir. We mustn't forget him. And then there is... All was silent in your head for a moment. There is her, Arilu Vorlesh, the architect of the Whirlwind, as she is called. Born a pitiful mortal, not a demon, not even reborn in death like Xanthir. She stands apart from all others. She goes where she wants, talks to the archpriest as an equal, and sees everyone else as her underlings. Nothing more. I'm not even sure she obeys the Echo of Descari, or if he obeys her. Alright, what do you know about Arilu Vorlesh? Your head is filled with harsh rattling sounds. It seems Jerabeth is angry. Arilu Vorlesh. 100 years ago, she was a human. A become an eldritch sorceress in Socorus. But Socorus did not care for arcane magic users. Druids, shamans, and priests ruled those lands, and despised anyone who wielded magic in ways different from their own. The mages held in the greatest suspicion saw out their days in a prison known as Threshold, and that is where Rilu was held. From her cell she appealed to Lord Descari, and for some reason he saw something in that pathetic mortal plaything that she was worthy of his attention. No one knows what they spoke of, what they did, but Rilu emerged from her prison cell utterly changed. She emerged when the earth all around was fracturing, and all Galarian shuddered from the wound inflicted on it. Right there, within the walls of Threshold, the world wound began to break open. Rilu changed her very nature. She turned herself into a half-fiend, on her own, without the Lord's help. I don't know. Her powers grow exponentially, and many of Descari's generals surging through the wound into Galarian saw her as a queen. Gutless losers. Rilu was entirely unaffected by her fame, as if nothing could provoke her. Not the hatred of her former people, the fear, envy with demons. And this is how she is to this day. She roams between the planes alone, pursuing her own ends. Rilu Vorlesh, betrayer of humanity, architect of everything you see around you. Xanthio said there's a place called the Midnight Fane directly below Dresden. What do you know about it? The Midnight Fane, of course. It was built in the bowels of the earth below Dresden, so deep underground that even the power of the mighty Sword of Valor cannot reach it. It is a chapel of 3 demon lords, Descari, Baphomet, and Nocticula. All of the world wound is connected, fused with the Abyss, but this place especially so. It contains a rift known as the Gates of Midnight. The chapel is protected against any invasion. All visitors from the Midnight Isle go there. Minago and Derazan have built their nests there. I enjoyed spending my time there myself until it became too unruly. I see. I found out everything I wanted to know. Goodbye, Jerbeth. The narrow shadow bows to you. Doing business with you has been interesting, Crusader. Farewell. I am leaving for the Abyss, for a new patroness, some place where Hepsamira's wrath can't reach me. Perhaps one day, the Whirlwind will once again be a place where I can continue my game. But perhaps not. Who knows? There is some merit to keeping her alive, and as a result, letting him go. Or letting this guy go, but doing them a favor does help you. To a degree, I should say. Now, will it help you long term? Not really. But it's a nice little thing that you can do if you really want to. But yeah, no, we get the area exit here, which is a shortcut, essentially. Nothing too crazy, I would imagine. Is there anything else that I've missed? I don't think I've missed anything else. We've gotten everything that we need. So yeah, all we need to do really is leave the area. There is some puzzles I'd like to get done before we leave, though. Because I do believe there is 1 or 2 more puzzles, if I recall correctly. I just need to check the name. Oh, Ivory Sanctum, okay. Give me a hot second. Here we go, Ivory Sanctum. Let's see. Okay, so there is 2 puzzles at this place here. And the... Let's see if this is correct. I just need to save here, because this could result in us getting damaged. Or something dangerous happening. But this is one of the puzzles. And this is basically the last puzzle, I do believe, in this area. In doing so, you do manage to find a nice little chest here, which gives you the Ring of Sacred Touch. The Ring of Sacred Touch, whenever you land any touch attack against the enemy, it deals an additional d6 of holy damage. And whenever you heal a target via touch spell, the target heals an additional d6 points. I don't think I need to elaborate how useful this tool is, but essentially, if you're using touch attacks in any sort of way, this is basically an extra d6 of damage untyped. It's like having Unholy in your damage type. Or, in this case, it's just the holy version of it. But it does help, and it's very worth considering if you're going to be using, you know, healing. Well, if you're going to be using damage types from touch attacks, definitely consider wearing it. It's going to help you a lot. I would urge you that, or I would urge that you consider it. Anyways, regardless, I do believe that covers the majority of this area, so we should be able to leave. And that is all I really needed to get done, because we've already got this door open, and yeah. We'll just collect everything and get going. We're probably going to make our way to warp over to Dresden and sort that out before we do anything else. But yeah, we've basically got everything. We are going to be heading to Blackwater here. The Blackwater clan settlement, I should be specific. But before that, let's see how our edicts are doing. We got another thing, an archaeologist, interestingly enough. Xanthier's experiment. We are not going to be doing this, as much as it is an interest to another route that we could go. But we have abandoned that route, obviously. But there is some merit if you go Xanthier's route, but only if you're going to be going a specific secret route for a class. I'm not going to be doing it this playthrough. Maybe I'll do it next playthrough, because why not? We could be evil and swap it around. Why not? But I won't be doing it now, so yeah. Other than that, campaign, let's see. Can we recruit more people? Yes, we can. It appears that we've recruited some monastic devas, which is interesting. They're going to have a nice, juicy amount of damage coming in. Let's recruit some clerics here. And if we buy a little bit more resources here. Alright, we need a little bit more. There we go. And then we can recruit the convicts here. Alright. We will drop the convicts over here. There we go. We got 340 convicts in just a single row. That's interesting. Well, this is an army just waiting to be brewed into something, that's for sure. Alright, Advanced Squadron A. I think it's high time we send the Advanced Squadron A down this way. So we're going to start moving that way. This army is going to start marching up to... Well, first we're going to split this up, I do believe. We don't necessarily need the monastic devas to join us on this. And we want to send these clerics over to, over here, naturally. Alright, and this army, honestly, here's what I'll do. I will merge them with the convicts. And we've got a nice little army brewing to be a defensive unit, I do believe. So that'll be nice. Alright, well, regardless, with that, I'm going to close out this, and we're going to teleport out. Let's see, is there anything else that we need to do here? Not really. There's the Ravaged Longhouse, which is sure to be interesting, but honestly, most of everything here is pretty much just... we can ignore, for the most part. Underground Hideout is a little bit of a quest. Hollow Tree is a bit of a quest, but I do believe I want to focus on going to Blackwater, and then I'll do the rest. We are going to need to go to the Temple of the Good Hunt, though, because that is something that... is going to prove interesting. For now, though, we're going to party teleport to Dresden here. And we've got somebody facing us on the road. Let's see what we run into. Alright, we are a little worse for wear, naturally. Let's see, we are currently... overloaded. Let's see. Am I fast healing? I am not fast healing, which is weird. I do not know why I'm not fast healing. It's really weird. Born Autumn Haze, hello. Let's heal here. Let's heal first and foremost. We're probably going to need to use mage armor here as well. Yeah, let's play it safe and use mage armor here and heal. And we'll go from there. Take this off. Here we go. Back to full health. Mage armor. And let's equip the trinket here. Where is it? We've got the old grimoire. We don't need that. We do want this, though. Alright. Phase shape here. Let's save. Let's see what's going on here. Of course, we're going to need to drop some weight, so we're going to go by weight in descending order. That should reduce our weight significantly enough that it's not going to be an issue. There we go. That should be enough. Before you, exhausted and seated on the ground, is none other than Fawn. He looks at you in surprise. Commander, I wasn't expecting to see you here. Appears my luck hasn't run out just yet. May I ask for your help? You notice a sizable amount of blood pooled by his leg. A belt is tied around one leg below his knee, but it doesn't appear to have stopped the bleeding. What are you doing here? I was tracking Kaylessa and found her lair not far from here. Again we fought, and again she was able to wound me. She's following my trail here as we speak. By the looks of things, the blow hit a major artery. A lot of blood is pooled on the ground. If Orr doesn't get help soon, he will die. Let's reload here. There's a good thing. It's a good reason I saved, but I do want to make these skill checks if I can. That's sort of why I'm trying to bank on a success here, as opposed to something else. We got a +3 to skill checks, to be fair, so that's cool. But we are certainly going to need more. Let's see. What do we got for skill checks? Let's see. Currently got 17. We certainly need more to our knowledges, because that seems to be our lowest amount right now. We need to bolster up Arcana and World by 2 points, I believe, so that'll be something fun to do, I guess. Let's see. Scroll of Heroism is doing work, but it's not enough, supposedly. Kinda wish I had something for intelligence, but I guess I don't. Let's go by weight in descending order here. There we go. There we go. Now for the armor. I will need to save like this, I do believe, so that way we can actually succeed these checks. But other than that... Okay, yeah, no, this certainly feels like a trap. So that's why I do want to succeed these checks. Because they will give me skill points, I do believe, so... all the more reason to succeed them, right? Bourne has lost a lot of blood. Judging by the pool around his boot, he should have collapsed into unconsciousness long ago. He must be truly a resilient fighter. Okay, so we need to reload that to get these successes in. But other than that, we should be fine. Man, we're failing the second part, surprisingly. Even though we have a really good perception, I do believe. Yeah, like, our perception should be way higher than our knowledge nature check, which is absurd. Bourne's strength has failed him for the worst possible time. He has stopped to rest in the middle of an open area, where a deadly arrow may come flying in a direction. and anyone approaching him help will likewise be in danger. Yeah, so, if we can succeed these both checks, I will, properly set up accordingly, but other than that, we should be fine. There we go. I find this all very suspicious. He can't be trusted. An elf seems to appear out of thin air. She shoots Thorn a hateful glare. This is a trap. Thorn is an assassin of the Winter Council, and he's come here to kill you. Grabbing his weapon, Thorn shouts out forcefully. Watch out! She's stronger and deadlier than she looks. Slay her before she kills us both. A trap? What are you talking about? His wound is just for show. He's unharmed and at full strength. His goal is to lure you in so his cronies can attack you. I bet they're hiding nearby, waiting for the right moment. Kalesa surveys the seemingly barren landscape suspiciously. An ambush. Who is lying to us? Her? Or our own eyes? Why would Thorn want to kill me? He's a cold-blooded assassin, sent by the Winter Council. That cabal of scumbags dispatches him whenever it needs an inconvenient truth covered up. And as for anyone unlucky enough to learn to secret such truths that might sully our people's good name, well, he washes it all away with their blood. Thorn mutters, his face scrunches up in contempt. Another lie. Will you ever tire of your deceit, accursed wretch? Why did you decide to intervene? You spared me. Let's say I'm repaying the debt. Or do you think that since I'm a drow, I don't know the meaning of honor? I believe Kalesa. Thorn, your deception ends here. Thorn rises to his feet. His movements make it obvious that his injured leg was nothing more than a ruse. That's a shame. If you had just believed me, that would have been over as quickly and less painfully. It's unlikely that my associates will grant you an easy death now. Not hiding his contempt, Thorn nods in the direction of the Dark Elves that have appeared out of the shadows. Thorn, have you really gone mad? I was tasked with keeping the secrets of Kalesa discovered from getting out. Knowing your reputation, I was certain that you would otherwise have unearthed them in short order. Therefore, I had no choice but to do this. No one is to blame for this. It's just the way things turned out. Who do you really serve? I serve my own people and no one else. Being an elf is not just a privilege, it's an obligation that I bear with honor, no matter how heavily it may weigh on me, at times. Kalesa's words are cold and biting. Liar. You served a pack of unscrupulous scumbags, a clique of self-righteous schemers, in order to protect their lives. Your murder is... you murder the innocent, and then you hide behind words like duty. How could you ally yourself with a drow? Are you a demon worshipper? I did not seek this perverted alliance, yet it was inevitable. These extreme circumstances forced me to end your life. Anamora also sought your death, so joining forces was mutually beneficial. If things were different, I would be the first to rise up against her, but it just so happens that you have suddenly become a greater threat to my nation than she is. The Winter's Council believes that honor is the perfect shield against any accusation of ignominious acts. Why did you ask for my help in the hunt for Kalesa then? I would have preferred not to have involved you in the matter, and put her to death myself. Then I wouldn't have to kill you as well. But after my first clash with Kalesa, I realized I didn't have the strength. Thus I decided to use you instead. And I provided some motivation. I set up those skirmishes with the drow so that my words would seem more plausible. I regret that I had to stoop to such baseness. But even more, I regret it was unsuccessful. Can we not talk it out? I'm afraid not, Commander. We can't. Very well. You will pay for your deception, Elf. Ford addresses you in a calm but somewhat sorrowful manner. I am sorry for having to do this. Believe me, I take no pleasure in carrying out this order. But the circumstances are stronger than our desires. But yeah, we are faced with a whole bunch of drow that we've got to deal with. A level 16 hunter, a bunch of invisible fighters. Nothing great, to say the least. To be fair, we do have an absurd AC, so it's not completely in the wrong... Well, we're not completely out of the woods. But Form Autumn Haze is definitely going to be a danger no matter what we do here, so... We're going to activate Fey Aspect here to give ourselves some evasion here. And we're going to aim to take this guy down as fast as we possibly can. Kaylessa is next, and thankfully she's fast on the initiative, so we got that going for us. But we basically have to go ham on this. And pray that our dodges are going to be enough. And thankfully, it seems like we're getting 20s across the board, so we'll be fine. Just have to avoid the strength drain. Or the exhaustion, I should say. Regardless, we seem to be fine all the same, so that's cool. Alright, we are going to intimidate here. Alright, we're going to back off here. Intimidate comes in clutch, there we go. Board is going to try and get a hit off to no avail, which is good. Yep, they're trying to hit us, but to no avail, thankfully. Yeah, they're really trying here. Okay, they're going to start to attack us. Okay, Lessa's having a bit of a rough time because she just got comboed the ever-living hell out of. But thankfully, we do get sneak attack up the wazoo, though. Oh, there he goes. Now it's just us against a drow, which is pretty easy in hindsight. I mean, they just got Scorching Ray, as far as I'm concerned. The biggest thing I'm concerned about is them using Magic Missile. I think that's the only concern I got, but other than that, we should be fine. Alright. We're gonna start barraging these drow fencers down. Shouldn't be too hard. Just a matter of dealing with these guys slowly but surely. But yeah. Magi are pretty dangerous in that regard, but we'll manage. We'll manage. As long as we don't get crit often, we should be fine. But yeah. Take you out. Nice. That is another enemy down. Oh, they're going to start using snowballs, but to no avail. I think I'll be able to manage if they're just going to be throwing snowballs at us. So that's fine. We'll live. Yeah, no, if they're going to be casting snowballs like that, we'll be fine. It's the invisibility that I'm a little concerned about, but True Sight we'll be able to overcome, so it's fine. 5 foot over. We're going to slowly start approaching the Drow Magi. That will certainly be interesting. We just gotta pray that we're not going to die from this. Now, if our fast healing would work, that would be a whole lot easier on us, but alas, we'll have to fix that up as we go. Oh, nice try. Alright, blinding critical. This guy is now blind? Or girl? No, they are dazzled. That is perfectly fine, though. That can work for us. Oh, they're really trying to get a hit in, but to no avail. Ow. I think I got hit by that. Okay. Well, that was a crit, to be fair, so there you go. Alright, we're gonna charge into this Draumagus here. There we go. Nice. We've now got means to provoke them. They're absolutely trying their best to hit, but to no avail. And now that they're casting in melee, we should be fine. Alright, we're gonna intimidate here. Move up to this one. They're only making it easier for us by running and doing that damage shenanigans. Alright, we're going to focus on the Drow Fencer here. There we go. We want a 5 foot over here, so that way we are getting a guaranteed hit across the lot. There we go. Overall, seems like a pretty easy battle overall. So yeah. All right, nice. That one is blind. All right, take you out. We're gonna 5 foot to here. There we go. This one's probably gonna provoke next. Oh, nope, you are. And what about you? You're gonna provoke? Okay. I require a little bit of movement to get you, but yeah, let's just go for this. And then we'll 5 foot, like so. There we go. Intimidate. 5 foot, so that way we're closer to this one as well. There we go. It's at this point I can turn off Fey Aspect here and just start going ham. There we go. Now this is just the last one. Pretty easy to deal with, all things considering. Done. Even in the face of death, Born maintains his melancholic tranquility. I knew I would die like this. On the edge of the world, defending the threads of nobility that were my race into a single glorious nation. At least I will not die in vain. Whose orders are you following? You think that, since I'm at death's door, I will reveal the secrets of my superiors? You're mistaken. I and others like me know how to make our hearts stop beating before any treacherous words can spill from our mouths. I will remain loyal until the end. And are you not ashamed of what you did? With mournful look, Ford says, you wouldn't understand. You are not my people. Well, rest in peace, then. Bourne closes his eyes, and a quiet, peaceful breath escapes his lips. His chest stops heaving, and the fingers he had wrapped around his weapon go limp. There's a deep bitterness in Kalos' voice. He even managed to die gracefully, despite being a complete scoundrel. Can I finally get an explanation as to what just happened? Bourne wasn't a dark hunter. He was just a hunter. He served the Winter Council, a powerful elven organization. Must be dead because I've learned a very dark secret. That's why they sent Thorn to kill me. And everyone I could potentially have told it about it, too. Meaning you, soldier. Alright, tell me about yourself. The whole truth. I was born in Keonan, in the blessed forest of the elves. I was different back then, pure and noble. But no matter how beautiful and fair Keonan was, it had its share of injustice, cruelty, and crimes committed with impunity. And I never could stand crimes going unpunished. I joined the Sunset Wasps, a secret sect of vigilantes dedicated to Callistra. By night, we would bring justice to those whom the law had failed to punish. Liars, traitors, molesters, murderers. But the further we went, the more our doubts grew. We asked ourselves, how reliable was the information we were getting? Could there have been any mistakes? Alas, it was too late. The whole time we were puppets in the hands of the priestess of Discari, by the name Animora. That monster had been toying with us, using us to kill innocents. The wasp was revealed but to be a locust, and we were unmasked as criminals, outcasts. We were wanted and had nowhere to turn. The only option was to bend a knee to Animora, who promised us protection. I was the only one who refused, but I was captured and taken by force. Then, under Animora's watchful eye, our apprenticeship began. We did dark, horrible things, bathing in violence and spite, myself included. I did them too. At first, I was controlled by magic, then they broke me, and the dark fates, the curse of our people, took us one by one, until finally embraced me as well. When I saw the monster I'd become, I mustered what remained of my will and fled. I wanted to tell everyone the truth, tell them how we were caught in the demon's trap, let the world know about the dark fates, But Anamora's hunters, my former comrades, they came for me. They weren't the only ones, as it turned out. Tell me more of Anamora. She is a true drow, one who was never a normal elf, and even among drow, she's a dangerous monster, the deadliest of Discari's servants. Fear her. Her flesh nurses swarms of terrifying creatures, and her mind. I've learned the danger of her guile firsthand. The Winter Council. What sort of organization is it? The Winter Council is a legend, but few doubt its existence. It is said to be a clique of influential elves of Keonan, a mysterious group that watches over the interests of elvenkind, protecting them by any means necessary. Murder, espionage, blackmail, no tool is excessive for them if the reputation and honor of the elven nation are at stake. When I decided to tell the world the truth about the Dark Fates, the bane of our kind, I signed my own death warrant in the eyes of the Winter Council. They don't want elves to be tarnished by their association with the ignoble drow. They're too scared of being held responsible for the crimes of their dark cousins. Better to hide this dangerous truth and destroy everyone who knows of it. And what is the Dark Fates? It has been assumed since time immemorial that the drow are either a degenerate branch of our kind, or an abhorrent perversion, a mockery fostered by the dark gods. But the truth is that the chasm between the elves and the drow is much smaller than one might think. Any elf can become a drow. Absolutely anyone. Whenever an elf commits an unthinkable evil, letting darkness into their hearts, they may one day transform. The Dark Fate is a state of the soul of an unrepentant malefactor who detests the light. An elf like that is no different from a drow, both in appearance and in spirit, and thus to become a drow. Kael'thas smiles mirthlessly. Her face shows no immense fatigue of the mouths of wandering, fighting for survival. Such cruel irony. The elves were so trying desperately to convince everyone that they had nothing to do with the drow, the most vile, horrid race in the world. And it turns out that the distance between a normal elf and a drow is but a single step. I see. So what now? Now I ask one last favor of you. I still have friends left in Keonan. Real friends, ones I can trust. Send a letter to Anivara, to the leader of the Border Defenders. Recount my tragic tale so it doesn't die, as the Winter Council wants it to, since I don't have the chance to speak the truth myself. Because you will have to end my life now, soldier. She looks at you calmly, wearily. There is neither threat nor fear in her words, only a plea for an acceptance for the inevitable. What if you still can be saved? If there is a dark fate, could there be a light fate? Maybe good deeds could heal you. With a bitter smile, Kael'thas shakes her head. A light fate. Wouldn't that be nice, but... no. No such blessing exists. The road into darkness goes only one way, and I've almost reached its end. The dark impulses in my heart have been growing stronger by the day. It's been getting harder and harder to remain myself, to resist the urges. I spent all my strength. When I saw Thorn dying, I almost howled in delight. I wanted to dig my nails into his face, gouge out his eyes, mangle him, and rejoice. I'm not me anymore. It's the beast I've been turned into, and it will break free very soon. These are the last minutes of my own Kael'thas life. Please. Don't delay and spare me the fate of becoming a monster. Maybe my mythic powers can return you to the path of light. Your curse can't be irreversible. Deep-seated fear appears on Kael'thas' face. No more. I've already been changed once. I won't let anyone do it to me again. Even if you want to save me, I know that I would sooner slit my own throat than allow my soul to be reshaped once more. And why do you seek death? The dark fate is claiming me. I can feel the malevolence and the hatred in my heart growing fiercer with each day that passes. The memory of the crimes I was forced to commit are clouding the world before me. I refuse to tread this path any further, to turn into a monster. If you have any mercy, I beg of you, kill me and end my torment. I'm sorry. Goodbye, soldier. It's sad that you can't do anything to change her fate. I'm sure if you were an Aeon, you could probably do something here, but sadly, that isn't the case here, so we'll just have to take it in stride. She is just gonna perish. That is unavoidable. That is the sad fate of this. But at the very least, what we can do is do her a favor and try and help her out a little bit. I think at the very least we can do her a solid and prevent this tragedy from happening to other people, to say the least. Alright, I'll grab these. Alright, yoink. But we do get all the items accordingly, so it's fine. Now, of course, we've just got to take everything back, and we should be good. Let's save here, just to be safe. I don't exactly want to lose my items that we're going to be grabbing. Yoink. Alright, let's go. We are now back in Dresden. And of course, we got way more story to cover. So that's going to be interesting. It appears the court for the Whimsical Fang has something to do to us, and yeah. We got to transform 30 items and give them to the recipient. So, we are going to have to do that, I suppose, but for now, let's go into Dresden and let's enter Dresden first, because there's a lot of lore stuff here that we can do. Among other things, of course, but I digress. We'll see what we come across. Alright, let's see what we come across here. The resonant voice of the majestic angel rings out through the hushed streets of Dresden. You hear his words from afar. They concealed it right under our noses, and without Xanthir's notes, that incarnation of corruption, even I would not have been able to locate the barrier. Surely the Herald of the Inheritor can rid us of the scourge. Erebeth stumbles over her words slightly. It is impossible, Righteous One. I cannot do it alone. But wait, I hear the steps of the one who brings hope. I am the Hand of the Inheritor, Herald of Iomedae the Lightbringer, and I greet you, Champion of Golarion. The angel in gleaming gold armor drops to one knee. Please arise. Such displays are unnecessary. Forgive me if I embarrassed you. I see no shame in paying rightful homage to a hero such as yourself. Please, allow me to thank you for saving Parpona the Silver-Haired. We thought we would never see our sister alive again. What brings the Iomedae's Herald here? Your deeds and exploits, Champion. You have brought hope to these accursed lands. Hope that the demon invasion will finally be stopped once and for all. And I am here to aid my goddess's chosen one. And what did you discuss with Erebeth? This. The angel gestures towards a symbol on the paving stones. The Ivory Sanctum held a dark secret. Directly beneath Dresden, in the bowels of the earth, there lies one more bastion of the demons. The Midnight Fane. It is a repository of mighty rift through which the spawn of the Abyss traveled to Golarion. The entrance to this place is right in front of us, blocked by a barrier that is accessible only to demons. So this is where Monago fled to, where all the demons in the city have been coming from. They can pass through the barrier freely, but we can't. It doesn't just stop us, it injures us too. It is much worse than that. The barrier is imbued with enormous power. An attempt to break through it will trigger a magical explosion. I could protect you and the city from it, but even my powers will be insufficient to hold back the chaos and open the way. This is what disturbs me most. We cannot allow the demons to rebuild their armies and plot their next attack right below the Sacred Heart of the Crusade. Xanthir Vang told me about this demonic barrier. Encountered similar barriers in a Relu Vorlush's laboratory. I have a key that can break through the barrier. All you have to do is protect us from the blast. I am impressed by your many gifts, Champion. Together we shall open a passage and protect the city, and then we shall burn the midnight fane with the cleansing fire of righteousness. But first we must gather our strength. I shall send word to Queen Galfrey. Her help may be necessary when we reach the dark bastion of the Abyss. The Queen will heed my call and arrive quickly within a month. You must use this time to prepare to attack the fane. Ivory desperately tries to draw your attention. We need to go now. Call the whole court and all the Free Crusaders and just go as soon as they assemble. You can't just sit here waiting on the Queen, good weather and all the rest of it. By the time you move, the demons will have learned of our plans and will be waiting for us and will devour half the world or more. This is interesting, but I want to hold off. I want to hold off for a number of reasons, but the task is clear. I'll go now to take care of Crusade matters. I will be going with Ivu's option, but first we have to do some core things, obviously. Namely, we have to complete whatever quests that are coming around, but other than that, we should be fine. I'm not going to go through these dialogues. If you guys want to pause, go right ahead, but yeah. I'm just going to go from there. I'm just doing this so that way I can get some experience, but yeah. We got a lot of things to do. Okay, attack out. No. Yep, there you go. Yeah, we got a lot of quests that we gotta do, like Xanadra here, on the cusp of the Abyss. Return to the court and talk to Ike's, Wallflower, and Aranka. We still gotta do that as well. Needless to say, we got a lot of stuff to do. And we're certainly not ready to do any of it, as you can imagine. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to spend a bit of time to basically rush in. And like a chaotic little gremlin, well, once we're done everything that we wanted to set out to do, we will go begin our crusade. Arizona. Could use the help of a cleric. Alright, let's go by price in descending order. Sell literally everything to Arizona here. We got a lot of loot, to say the least. Alright, half plate, leather armor, chain shirt. What was that? That was a... Keep that. Plus 3 bucklers we can sell. We can sell the mithril chain shirt, I believe. Buckler of Ray Negation. Plus 5 bonus to AC against ranged touch attacks. Tempting, but we really don't need it, as far as I'm concerned. And because we're going to be polymorphed in most cases, it's not really going to be handy anyways, so there you go. We'll still sell most of these things, though, because most of them aren't really necessary, so yeah. Keep that, I guess. We'll keep most of these, because we can. I mean, we got plenty of gold after all, so might as well. We don't need the Ring of Protection, we don't need belt, we don't need this, don't need the +2. Got a few things I want to keep, a few things I'm probably going to sell. Sell that. Keep that. Do we need the belt +4 con? Nope. I'll sell that. Don't need the Inspired Wisdom, don't need the Vast Intelligence. Sell the amulets. Demonic Resentment. Tempting, but we don't rage to begin with, so no point in using that. Well, we'll keep it anyways, just in case. Definitely keeping these expedition boots, though, because they can be handy in a pinch. Other than that, well, everything seems to be in order, so yeah, there you go. We'll keep the rest, because I don't see a reason to sell it. Alright, price in descending order, I guess. Or ascending order, rather. Go over to the miscellaneous objects here. Alright, let's see what we need. Nope. Just going through the objects as much as I can here. 3 of those. 4 of those. I guess I could buy a bunch of True Strike scrolls, but there's no need. We don't need protection from law or good. Evil and chaos tend to be the normal go-to here. There you go. What else? Aligned weapon. We've already got aligned weapon good, I think. Yep. So if we ever need that, we can go there. We've got also aligned weapon chaotic, but we can align our weapon to law as well as an option. We shouldn't need to do that, though, as far as I'm concerned. Don't need to get any more Scrolls of Cat Grace, because we already got a +6 Dex bonus, I do believe. Delay Poison. 4 more Scrolls of that is always nice. What else? Invisibility. We'll buy all those just because I know invisibility will be handy in certain instances. Alright, resists are absolutely a necessity. Alright, acid. 1, cold, 2, electricity, 2, and sonic, 2. We are missing out on fire, which sucks, but it could be worse. I'm gonna get 20 lesser restorations, because we use them a lot now. Enough to warrant getting a bunch of them anyways. We don't need a bunch of Cure Moderate Wound potions, but we should probably get Cure Serious Wounds at least. Can I buy multiple? How much does it cost? A lot. Okay, we're gonna get 100 Cure Serious Wounds at least. Actually... Man, this is gonna take a while. We'll get 40 just for now. That should be fine. I don't need the magical vestment of shield, as far as I'm concerned. Prayer is also a dime a dozen, which we don't need. Alright, protections. We'll get the protections from fire. There we go. Protection from arrows communal. We're going to need a bunch of those, I do believe, because we don't have the normal versions, which sucks. But it could be worse, to be fair. Vengeful Comet, nope. Do we need Enlarged Person? We don't use it enough to warrant its keep. We will buy a Wand of Reduced Person, so that will be a nice boon. What else? Acid Pit, nope. Animate Dead, no. I'll buy 20 of these Cure Critical Wounds. Death Ward. 3... Oh, whoops. Only need 3 of those, not the whole stack. Enervation. We've already got 12. We don't need more than that. If we ever need to reduce the level of an enemy, it's there. But honestly, it's going to be a rare instance at that point if we do go that route. But it's there if we have it, or if we need to, you know, go that route, which is going to be an interesting situation regardless. I'll buy 10 scrolls more of restoration, because we're doing well on the supply front of gold. We could get some magical vestments of armor here, if we really wanted to. It's not a lot, but it would give us a boost to AC, so I'll buy all of them, because I can. Let's see, Angelic Aspect. It's always nice to get more. I'll get 8, just to be safe. Let's see. Dismissal is not going to cut it. Hold Monster might. Nope. Racking Ray. Did I get any of those? I don't think I did. We'll buy the lot there. And I think that'll be it. Unless we get, like, some summon scrolls here. Hold on. We're going to need a polymorph for dragon anyways, I do believe, so we'll save our gold for that. Alright, there we go. We'll make our way over to the Arcanist, I guess. Let's see. Have we got any companion quests? Companion quests, the only thing that we gotta see is the Wayward, which is interesting. We'll have to see how things pan out. But yeah, no, we got an entire month before anything truly crazy happened, so that's gonna be nice. Rise in Descending Order. Let's see. Here we go, Dragonkind spells. Gonna grab all those. Without question, without delay. Let's see. Touch of Mercy, nope. Speed, Cold Iron, Rapier. We're not going to be using Rapier, so we can sell that. There we go. Just by using that Rapier, we've basically covered the cost of these entire lots of scrolls. And, yeah, I mean, getting more Dragonkind scrolls is always going to be nice. It's going to help us in the long run anyways, so might as well grab them while we have the chance. Let's see. Prediction of Failure. We don't need that. Horde Wilting. Nope. We don't need that. I should be fine. I mean, we could get the Scroll of Clashing Rocks, I suppose. But I shouldn't need that, as far as I'm concerned. Silver Dragon Breath, though. That's an interesting one. Cast level 7, so 76 30-foot cone of, ice? Yeah, it's silver, so cold damage. Okay, interesting. And then, of course, you got Pearls of Power, so if you're playing a caster, definitely consider these, pearls. They're gonna be nice. They help you restore your spells, so if you're looking for a way to increase your, supply of spells that you can cast, this is the way to go. Be it as a sorcerer or a wizard. Both are viable. How about Jewelry Trader? You got anything? Amulet Mighty Fist 3. Nope, we don't need those. How about the Arcane Weaver? You got anything? Rise in Descending Order. Nothing that I would really want. I mean, the fire resistance is pretty cool. The competence bonus to athletics, we already got boots that are way better, I do believe, so there's no need for that. I think we got everything. This makes us immune to fire, so this would actually be really good if we're dealing with a fire foe. So I guess we could get that thick cloak, I suppose. We'll sell the Holy Flaming Orc Double Axe. There we go. And we got ourselves a cloak. And we're down to 17 coins. So we're a very poor individual. But that's fine. We can now go over to here, and let's go into our base, of Citadel, rather. And let's go see what's going on. We got a lot of stuff to cover. An older man in dusty traveling clothes waves at you. His face is tan, but his gray eyes are bright. Commander. Aren't you the commander? Well met. My name is Lathamus, the Antiquarian. I study ancient relics. Perhaps you heard of me. Though if you haven't, it doesn't matter. An antiquarian. Do you sell anything? Alas, I don't. They call me the Antiquarian because of my love for ancient items that might otherwise seem mundane and useless. You understand the principle of archaeology. Sometimes even a shot of an old oil lamp is enough to shine the light of darkness of history. I've never heard of you. I don't chase glory. It's enough for me to know that I bring valuable knowledge to the peoples of Galarian. Some have even used my discoveries to earn fame and fortune, but I remain a simple antiquarian. What do you want from me? I'm planning a rather dangerous expedition, and I'll need the help of strong, skilled warriors. Not without recompense, of course. I found an ancient map leading to a certain cave system, a dragon burial ground. And it wasn't merely a place where old dragons came to die. I had a theory that once upon a time a great battle took place in these caves, and many relics and artifacts were left behind. You're wagering a long and difficult war. Help me uncover the secrets of the Dragon Burial Ground, and I will give you all my savings. Believe me, I've earned a lot during my many years of travel. All I need is for someone to clear the way down into the caves. Who knows what sort of demons inhabit this place now? Details. I'm just gonna quickly go over these, but yeah. Alright, I'll help. But yeah, no, going there, we'll get some nice stuff. Oh, hello. Commander. Anevi agrees you with an energetic nod. My people have reported some shifty-looking characters hanging around a cove not far from here. They invite passers-by to go treasure hunting, promise them untold riches. Apparently, there have been folks who brought their relics, or brought their tales and went away with them. None have come back. Sounds like a place worth investigating. What do you reckon? Tell me more. This is the place, the Murky Grotto. Anevi marks the spot on your map. There are two of them, a fat guy and a scrawny guy. Could be your everyday bandits, but what if they're cultists? Anyways, I'd go check it out just to be safe. Alright. That's Treasure of the Midnight Isles DLC coming in. Lon looks resolute and serious. Stein, we got ourselves settled in here, so it's time to go back on the mongrels. If we don't do it, Sol will keep stalling until Iomedae herself comes to drag him out. Okay. Well, let's go. We can always use more fighters. Alright, that's that sorted. Oh, hello. That's some new visitors. An entire grove seems to be heading your way. A creaking procession of treants and moving trees approaches you, their leaves rustling. Greetings, Lushbringer, O most worthy leader of the Free Crusaders, says the treant whose bark is cracked and gnarled. I am Scarathathal, the Rock Cleaver. Like everyone else who has come with me, I am a guardian of the perished woods of Sakoris. Demons are our sworn enemies. They destroyed or corrupted our forests and drained or poisoned the rivers that nurtured them. Unable to cope with the loss, many of my brethren have succumbed to insanity. Where spring sap once flowed in their veins, now only fury and madness remain. Those of us who retained our sanity guarded the last remaining pockets of the forest the world wound without hope. But then, with one wave of a mortal's hand, the abyss-blighted soil was turned into a flowering garden. When we learned of this miracle, we came here to support you in your cause. For the sake of the forest that perished and those that will be born on the healed land. The treant pauses and ends his oration on a grand note. I beg of you, O most worthy one, recruit us as free crusaders and allow us to join the ranks of your allies and fight under your banners. Sure, why not? Stein, you should bear in mind that the treants are accompanied by quickwoods, carnivorous plants that often hunt humans. Recruiting them would be akin to letting a pack of ravenous wolves loose in your house. You see, you sense a faint note of anger in the rustling and creaking coming from Sir Kral and his fellow creatures. Do not insult us so, stranger. We wouldn't have come all this way here and extended a branch of friendship and support just to betray our allies' trust. Treants and shepherds to quickwoods, and will ensure that they do no harm to no one. You don't expect us to abandon them to the demons, do you? They too are living creatures, just like you and every other crusader. But can you really be assured that your charges won't harm anyone? Look, Stein, the best choice for you and those who trust you would be to refuse to accept them as crusaders. Still, if you choose to let them join, make sure the treants tell you where their groves are located and promise to burn them down in retaliation for the Quickwood's wrongdoings, should there be any. Of course I'll accept you as my allies. That said, I didn't like what you said about shepherds. Well... Threaten our ally for something that they have not yet done and probably never will. Out of the question. I will accept Scredshaw and his friends as my allies without these cruel conditions. The treants and quickroots respond with agitated humming and rustling. For a moment you feel like you're standing under a dense canopy in the middle of a downpour. Thank you, Lushbringer. Your trust is an honor, and we will prove ourselves worthy of it. Now, if you'll allow me, we have heard of a special ritual you perform over your allies. Unite them as crusaders. We don't quite understand the details of these titles and regalia, but we'd not like to see ourselves going without. We want to be fully fledged members of your company. Genuine enthusiasm rings in the treant's voice. I will knight you, but you must learn how to play music. Seneschal makes a halting attempt to creep through the tomb. Your customs are quite unusual, but intriguing. Thank you for the honor. We will head to your court and help our brothers and sisters in whatever way we can. Why not? A musical army sounds like fun. Alright, so we've got some objectives here for Crusader edicts. You know how it be. Yeah. Basically, she's trying to strong-arm you into helping the Neurosians, but we're going to choose the option that's most ideal here. Alright, so we're not looking for the... We're not looking for ideal circumstance. We're looking for the best option out of everything. We can accept the Inquisitors, which are pretty decent units, which will have a ton of health. These are Merc units, to give you an idea, that we can recruit every now and again. So it really depends on what we want to go with. So really, we've got Sorcerers from Isger, which are pretty good casters. They're basically the offhanded casters of units. We could also go something else. I believe last time I played this game, I went with Sorcerers. I'm going to change that, so that way we don't, you know, get stagnant. Let's see. We can get Inquisitors, which are relatively strong Merc units. We can get some Sword Lords, which would get us some Duelists, which are pretty cool. Let's see. Duelists give us... They got quite a bit of health, I must admit. We can get Barbarians, which are powerful offensive infantry, apparently. I think Duelists would probably be the most interesting, because they have parry attacks. Rogues are good at fighting flanking, so that's an option. I'm gonna go with the Sword Lords. It's gonna be an interesting option. Send delegates to the Sword Lords. Alright. Let's see what Odon has for us. Alright. let's see. We can either go with Rangers, which is a good staple for ranged units. We can get Marksmen, which are very strong units for archery. They are very weak, though, so that is something worth noting. But they do deal a lot of damage, so they can really kill a lot of enemies. Rangers, naturally, are more bulky. Headhunters, I do believe we chose in our last time. And they have the advantage of, you know, attacking it back, if I recall correctly. Yeah, they got return shooting. So if they get hit by something, they'll basically hit back the units that attack them. They are relatively bulkier than archers, but it really depends on that. Could go with axe hunters, which is a new unit. Axe hunters get an all-out attack, and they get penalties in close range. They deal half damage in melee range, but they can release reckless attacks, which increases... it doubles their damage at the cost of AC. Well, considering they got 100 HP, let's hire some hunters. Why not? This sounds like fun. Powerful but vulnerable ranged fighters. Let's see. These are extremely accurate, but I like the hunters option. We're going for a very barbarian-esque, well, maybe not barbarian-esque, but a very interesting design of fight style that we got. But I digress, we'll manage. Alright, we've got Treachery and Invitation for the Free Crusaders. The Free Crusaders have sent a letter to the Citadel inviting the Crusader leader to pay them a visit at his court. Okay. What is this? Alright, we're gonna go for there. There we go. Alright, anything for Regil? Nope. Earbeth. I found out how the demon snuck up on us. It won't happen again. There we go. That's resolved. Now there should be another thing around here, supposedly. Nope. But that's perfectly fine because we can easily just go over here and we should be good. Let's manage our Crusader affairs, as we do. And we should be fine. Now hopefully we don't spend too much time waiting for Queen Gothry, but yeah. Let's see. A worried aide reports that a crime has been committed in the Citadel. A few days ago, a Night Patrol officer, Ithled Clor, did not turn up for guard duty. An unsuccessful search for him ensued. It was then suggested that Clor had secretly left Dresden deserted. The circumstances of his vanishing demand investigation. Let's investigate. Burdened rebel, Isler's Clor's body was found at the walls of Dresden. The nature of the wounds leave no doubt that he was stabbed by a man of someone of similar appearance and build, rather than mauled by a demon. Examination of the corpse and the area had revealed that Clor turned up to the crime site of his own volition. He then suffered a penetrating wound to the chest which made him unconscious before being finished off. The attempt at hiding the body seemed negligent. The interrogator concluded that the murderer was in no hurry and mastered the appropriate skills. So must have left the body to be discovered intentionally. And then we got the invitation, but we'll deal with that later, as you can imagine. Alright. We can either send out a letter to send a letter of Kalesa, or we can hide the truth, which will give us 5 Shadow Dancers. I'm gonna go with the obvious option. We're gonna do the good thing and go with the sending the letter. I think that's only for the best. This does mean that we lose out on a Yeah, we'll lose out a decree over here with hiding the truth about Kael'thasa, but that's fine. I don't mind it. We are certainly going to need to upgrade some stuff, though, but other than that, we should be fine. We're 7 days in for studying the Sword of Valor and the Royal Parade. We got to make sure we're getting everything prepared. I would, at the very least, like to try and get the edict for... I would like to try and get everybody out there, so we'll have to see how things pan out, but ultimately, gonna be a grind no matter what we do. Alright, we're gonna leave the area. I do want to actually check on the, I want to check up on the Herald of Iomade, because I want to see if we can just skip, you know, when we're ready, I want to see if we can just skip, just to see how things fare. Certainly going to be interesting, though. I do believe the Herald... Oh, no, the Hand of the Inheritor is here. We're going to save here. We'll go talk with him. Okay. I'm just going to quickly go through these dialogues. There's nothing really important here, but yeah. I'm just going through here. Okay, so it seems that we've just broken the option of trying to go down, sadly. So we won't be able to go down by force. But that's perfectly fine. It's probably for the best that we did it this way, because otherwise things would have gone awry. Like, a lot. I'll hold off. It's one of the few times I am going to hold off, so there you go. Alright, let's go see the courts. See what they've got to cover for us. Or see what they've got to unveil for us, rather. And we'll go from there. We've still got to go to the, we still got to go somewhere else. But yeah, no, we got a lot of stuff to do. I'm going to ignore the Murky Grotto for a number of reasons, but, for now, the Court of the Whimsical Fang waits. And we got a number of miscellaneous goods that we can start jamming into the ground to see what happens to them. This will be interesting to see what magical goods we get. Alright. The surrounding noise and clatter dies down as you approach. Aranko waves to you. Stein, I'm so glad you're here. Forgive the chaos. It started when we tried to decide what the new song for your court should be about. I've already composed a melody, but it looks like we can't agree on lyrics. Can you lend us a hand? The assembly quickly builds back up to a storm's noise. The indecipherable din of voices gets occasionally drowned out by the shadows of Battle March, the Zebra Song, and remember to put the roses are red rhyme into it. I'm at your service as always. What's the fuss about? Hush, everyone. This is the part where I, and I alone, you understand, tell the commander how far from reaching common ground we are, dear friends. We were choosing a theme for the future song. I actually suggested we make the decision together. I did not expect it would lead to such chaos. After much arguing, we narrowed down the choice down to 3 options, then got stuck. The first one is a battle march, which speaks for itself. The second one is a song about life and nature's renewal. The third one is a song about heroism, both personal and that shared among brothers in arms. We'll never come to an agreement, and I've already broken my least favorite loose over their stubborn heads. Please, judge which is best. Early sunset, standing nearby, shakes his head. Such disputes are not common among mortals who seek a balance between self-expression and the common good. It is impossible to rid inquiring minds for the need to defend their opinions, but a wise mentor should offer his guidance in navigating this balance. I thought you were here to advise me and not the other way around. Well, why not compose 2 or 3 songs, rather? Someday we will, but this one is special. I asked everyone to contribute for a reason. I wanted something that would matter both to ourselves and the other Crusaders. This song is going to be our gift to them, which is why it's so important. So we must choose an important subject. A battle march accompanies soldiers into the fray. It unites them, helping the troops to hold fast or attack as one. A song about renewal would both inspire hope and incite anger against those who ruined this land. And a heroic song would be good for morale. We do have a hero to look up to, after all. He is standing right in front of us. Now, we can either go with the Inspired Advance ability, which gives us a +2 to speed and a +1 bonus to damage for each square they've moved until the end of the round, which is pretty good. We've got the Rebirth of Life, which is all generals learn the Song of Seasons, which is basically a straight-up heal for to adjacent allied units, and deals power multiplied by power +5 d6 magic damage to any adjacent enemy units in the end of a round. Song of Seasons is pretty good for an arcane ability. It's basically a damage and heal spell. Or we can go with the Heroic Ballad. Heroic Ballad basically gives a +4 to attack and a +4 to damage for 1 round. So, oh no, flanking gives a +4 to attack and a +4 to damage for 1 round. Interesting. Out of everything, I'm going to go to Praising the Life That Returns to Land. How exciting. There's great power in music. If we praise life, it'll revitalize everything around us. We are in accord, aren't we, my my free Crusaders? The simple joke makes a few sullen faces light up. I'm glad we worked it out. I really want this song to be good and bridge the gap between free Crusaders and the Crusaders of Dresden. Nice. Okay, so that's exactly what we came here to do. Okay. Alright, now we gotta make 30 materials here. We're gonna put in... Okay. Shiny thingamabob. We'll put in that. There we go. Edible thingamajig. Okay. A greeting card. A few kind words addressed to everyone reading this. Okay. I'm getting more edible thingamajigs, apparently. We need 30, I believe, so... This is going to be interesting. It's good that this is instant, because this would have been annoying if we did it the other way around. A bell. Nice. Now you have a bell. Alright, that is 30 shiny thingamajigs. And you know what? Just because I can, I wanted to get more. A bizarre branch. Yeah, you get 4 each, and I mean, we could just convert these into money as well, so there you go. We're slowly making this weirdly into a money glitch. Well, maybe not an efficient one, but still something. Boy dragon, cool. I like this. This is actually fun. Alright, well, we're gonna grab everything here. There you go. I wonder. It does not do more than that. Okay. So that is worth noting. There we go. Regardless, we got a bunch of stuff now. Alright, let's go talk with the painter, let him know that we've gotten everything. Hello, treants. Always like a sapling. It must be nurtured. Alright, off we go. And let's go talk with the maestro here. We'll save. And let's pass on the materials. Maestro Aventurine, I found 30 mosaic pieces for you. Wonderful. You have my thanks, Commander. I'll begin working on the mosaic right this instant. Do visit us when this thing is ready. Yep. Until then, he's just going to be doing his thing. We get some experience for our troubles. Nothing too crazy. Alright, halfling warriors are doing their shenanigans. Let's go see if there's anything else around here that we need to worry about. I think we're basically good. Okay, we need to wait for a month to arrive, or for the queen to arrive and remove the demonic symbol. We got to explore the Murky Grotto, which is not a worry for now. Honestly, we could just abandon that choice and just wait on that. Because we're not in any rush to deal with the Treasure of Midnight Isles. It's something that you can do in Chapter 4, to be fair, so there you go. Or that's the option you can go with anyways. Let's return to court and talk with Ike's, Wallflower, and Aranka. I think that's the only thing that we got to do left. We'll save here, and let's go talk with them. Why not? Still, I think he's been way too long. I've tried to trace the teleportation twice and, failed. Surely you don't mean that we teleported Stein, the champion of the gods, the Crusaders' Knight Commander, and our friend, to a random point in space, with no way of even knowing exactly where. Ike's is clearly beginning to panic. That's exactly what you did, and it was a great adventure, too. Stein, you're back. What was it like? Was it beautiful? Aranka asked with bated breath, as her friends erupt in cheers and whoops of jubilation. You made a mistake. Instead of Elysium, the ritual brought me to the Witcherelu's laboratory. Please try not to let that happen next time. Really? That heartless minion of the Scari? That can't be. We must have made a mistake, but there's no reason why we can't try again. This time... Brawl the Wallflower takes a deep breath to speak, and says with all the determination he can muster. No way. I'm not teleporting our friend to an unknown destination ever again. We'll try months more if we improve the ritual to make it more predictable, but... To be honest, I'm not sure it can be done. Well, at least we returned to let him know that we're safe, so that's good. Alright, with that, that's done. Is there anything else? We've got the Dusk of Dragons, we've got Return to Neilthome. Yeah, we got a lot of things to do, Jesus. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start by... Oh. Yeah, no, we're gonna back off here. We're basically done in this area. No need to go too far. Alright. So we got everything there. We're gonna make our way over to the Temple of the Good Hunt, and then we are gonna walk all the way over to Blackwater. That is gonna be our next objective here. So that is gonna be our objective. That's what we're gonna be doing today. Oh, we're starting to heal. What? Okay, the Commander's Banner, and... Okay, so my healing is activated now, for some reason. I don't know why. Huh. Well, that's good. It means that the game is not glitched, it's just being wonky with it. That works. I'm not complaining. We got a logistics reform, strengthening the diplomatic command. We got a lot of stuff to cover, to say the least. Let's go to our campaign here. Let's see what we can build up. Or let's go to the map here. Let's see. That's fine. That's fine. I guess we could see about increasing the numbers of militant units in the back now. Because we've reached a point where I'm quite confident that we can actually handle whatever comes our way. Let's start by increasing the number of, yeah, we want to increase the units of our melee and ranged, which is probably going to be our core focus for the most part. So we want a barracks and an archery range here. So anywhere that's a good area for a barracks and archery range that's going to increase our numbers, probably for the best. Gonna go to the Sorcerer's Fortress here and upgrade these units here, or increase the numbers here. So we're currently lacking in the resource department. We have way too little material points to even consider upgrades, so yeah, we're gonna dip out those. All the same, we'll be fine. Okay, campaign-wise, let's see. We got an army here that's wandering, or with the aims of trying to beat us back. To no avail, most likely. There's a demon army of level 10 variety here. I don't think I'm confident that I'll be able to beat that, so we're going to back off here. And we're going to aim to go back to the Gloomy Gorge here. We will select this army to unite here. There we go. Advanced Squadron A here has been granted Axe Hunters. A new force to certainly be reckoned with, I would imagine. Now, we can either go down south, or we can keep going north. I'm going to go south here. Prioritize getting our butts over to the demon army here. It's going to require some units, it's going to require some recruitment, but other than that, we should be fine. Alright, let's go over to... Let's see, what other armies do we have? We have this one. Alright, we got duelists. We are actually going to send duelists over to this unit, I guess. Why not? Convicts are melee, as is the monastic devas and the duelists. There we go. We got ourselves a new army forming. Can we assign a general? We don't have enough to recruit one, but we can certainly buy one eventually. And we'll probably make this the first defensive squadron that we're going to be rocking. But I digress. Let's go back to the original map, and let's continue. It does appear that our healing is now back to what it was before, so that's good. It's probably a small glitch dealing with the time zone here. So that's probably what ended up happening, as it were. We probably had a bit of a glitch there, or something. I don't know. Regardless. This is going to be the area that we need to go to next. Hello, Kyoto. What are you doing? What have I done? Oh, Rasta, what should I do? The young priest is curled to a ball, and tears are streaming down his cheek. What's that? How could it... It's my fault. Xanadra. What's she gonna do to me? What's going on here? It's all Xanadra. She's evil. She came here one night, tried to torture me, and demanded that I let her into the crypts under the temple. She had desecrated this holy place, the place where Delamere the Blessed lies, and her relics. Xanadra says that her friends would be coming here sometime. And then she placed a curse on me. If I allow anyone other than the servants of Baphomet into the crypt without her permission, a brood of rats will appear in my stomach and they'll gnaw me from the inside out. I want to live. I'm no warrior. I'm a humble shepherd, and I never said a word to anyone. Xanadra showed up here, and she had those creatures with her. There was a peasant lad, and they dragged him into the crypt. He screamed and screamed. It was terrible, and then it stopped. They killed him. Xanadra said that her sanctum had fallen, and that the servants of Baphomet would soon be going to the west. She said she's going to take me with her, but I don't want to go. Find yourself some courage and fight for your temple. Kyoto swallows and gives a jerky nod. His voice is raspy from his sobs, but it's filled with a newfound determination. You're right. Can't be afraid anymore. Those filthy, vile creatures need to pay. Take them out. I feel bad for the guy, but there is no real means of saving the guy, to my knowledge. But here comes, at least he'll be fighting a valiant death. Or at least he's going to be trying for a valiant death anyways. Ow. That's a lot of damage. Whew. That's nasty. Okay, we're going to move Ivu over here. Probably going to lose Ivu immediately, but that's fine. There goes Ivu. Yep. 5 foot here. Intimidate. Boom. Ow. Am I not healing? I would have assumed I would be healing, but I guess not. Huh. No, I am healing. Okay, good. I thought I wasn't, at which point, yeah, no, it would have been a whole lot worse. Okay, we're probably gonna die from the Minotaur axe throwers, though. Yeah, no, let's load. Let's load and actually buff up, because we are gonna need to at least do that much. We are dealing with Minotaurs that are gonna be hitting hard, after all, right? Yeah, enter location, let's buff up as much as we possibly can, and then we're gonna move on. I do believe we're gonna be exhausted currently, or at least fatigued, so we are gonna need to buff up with that in mind. So let's see. We are currently lacking the buff from Mage Armor, as expected. So if we want to beef up, we're gonna have to do that much at least. Let's see, are we fatigued or exhausted? We are actually surprisingly not. Cool. Let's use a Mage Armor potion here. This is increasing our AC by 4. Shield of Faith won't cut it. Can't really use Bark Skin currently, but we can certainly use False Life to give us a bit of an edge. Delay Poison won't help us here, but it will certainly do some numbers for us. What we can do, currently, because there is no swarms, is we can swap over to the Amulet of Agile Fists. But it does sound like we are going to need to deal with some swarms. Potentially. But we should be fine all the same. We're going to save here. We're going to activate Disorienting Injury instead. Alright. And we want to aim for a charge against you, ideally. Alright, we're going to charge the Minotaur Axe Thrower here. There we go. Oh, that is a miss. But that's perfectly fine. Let's just skip Ivu's turn. Let's intimidate across the board. Gonna 5-foot step this direction. Aha! The axe thrower is gonna try and do a bunch of random hits against us, but to no avail. Alright, I'm worried about the half-fiend Minotaur, but it could be worse, to be fair. Yeah, no, it's actually quite fine. Okay, we're gonna 5-foot here. Haha! There we go. Now we just gotta deal with the half-fiend Furious Minotaur, which is probably gonna get some absurd hits in. But thankfully, we got an archer on our side-ish. There we go. 5-foot in this direction, so that way the cultist archer is forced to chase after us. Or try and hit us, anyways. Alright. Ooh, that was a whiff. Just combo this guy. There we go. Cultist archer is going to try and do some damage, but to no avail. This guy's not doing anything, apparently. But whatever. Alright, that's one set of enemies. We're going to save here. Because we're doing some level of work here. Alright, we got Emperor Dilu's Vortuaries, which are relatively dangerous barbarians. But honestly, not as dangerous as the Minotaur, I believe. Yeah, he's got 34 versus the Vortuary's got 26. So yeah, I can deal with the Guardian Minotaur here first before we focus on anybody else. Hoorah! Let's see how they fare. We are going to intimidate the lot. That's probably for the best. We'll move over here so that way it's harder for the Minotaur to charge. Oh, he managed to charge us. Okay. At least we got fast healing, so we'll be fine. Managed to succeed in that. We are staggered though, which does suck. That's not cool. Oh, okay. Let's reload, because we got staggered. Oh, lovely. Yeah. That ice spell, not fun. That's a 9th level... I think that's like a 7th or 9th level spell. That's really nasty. That's a load. We are going to need to deal with the Minotaur properly here. My god. Alright. Let's try to do this properly. Alright, in we go. Alright, that's a 29 to the half Minotaur Guardian. Alright, we're gonna 5-foot this direction. Intimidate the lot. There we go. I am immune to the entangled condition. I succeeded on the save though, so that's good. Alright. I'm not in a bad situation to a degree, at least. Oof. Really trying to get at me. We're going to activate Fey Aspect here just to make our life a little easier. There we go. 5-foot this direction. The evasion will certainly help. Ow. I got hit for a little bit, but it could be worse. Alright, the Vortuaries are probably going to be our next target here. We're healing quite a bit, so that's good. Gonna 5-foot here, there we go. We'll aim for the cultist here, I guess? Or we'll aim for the casters, I do believe. That'll be our next target. Ivu will remain in the back, because we don't want him perishing. We'll focus on the Evoker here. There we go. We've still got 48 seconds on our cast, so we'll be fine. Alright. They're trying their absolute best to get at us, to no avail. Alright. I will 5-foot step this direction. Get the kill here. There we go. Nice. Now it's just the Vortuaries and the others, which are not as hard to deal with as, you know, they make it out to be. Yeah, there we go. We will turn this off now at this point. There we go. And let's see, are you shaken? I don't know, let's see. You are currently disoriented. This one's still shaken, so we can focus on you, I suppose. There we go, get the sneak attacks there. Nice. And now we just got the sniper. Which is a pretty easy target as far as I'm concerned. Alright. 5-foot forward. Combo the ever-living hell out of the sniper. And there you go. Easy clear. We're given a bunch of stuff, so we're going to quickly grab everything that we can. Other than that, we should be good. Okay, grab these. Oh, hello. So we got a few more, apparently, that have decided to come in. We definitely want to be prepared for the Vortuaries, so we're going to move over here. Oh, hello. A Nabasu Vortuary as well. Interesting. I guess you're going to do your Phantasmal Killers. Yep, yeah, you do your Phantasmal Killer shenanigans. Oof, okay. I wasn't exactly expecting you guys here. Let's intimidate here. we will 5-foot step this direction. Nice try. Alright, the Nabasu Mortuaries are going to do their thing. Ow. Okay, I'm going to focus on the Nabasu Mortuary, I suppose? Yeah, why not? There we go. We will 5-foot step in this direction. Yeah, you're doing your Phantasmal Killer shenanigans. That isn't going to help you long-term, though. I'm fully expecting a Fireball at some point. We can get a combo on the Cultist Sniper here. There we go. And that just leaves the Shadow Demon Mortuary, which is probably the easier to target. He's forced to just make saves against, or trying to save against us, but he's not going to have a good time. He is shaken for 6 seconds. I do believe we can get Bewildering Injury on this guy. Just reduce his chances of actually avoiding us, period. So there you go. Just completely destroy his chances of actually getting any defense against us. Alright, combo the ever-living hell out of him. Oh, Phantasmal Putrefaction. That's a fun one. Still not going to stop us from taking you out, though. Alright, down to 34, and you're going to use Fireball. Okay. So the thing that really doesn't help defeat us, really. Alright, well, we got a bunch of scrolls, so that's pretty cool. Before we go any further, we should probably save. I have a weird feeling that there's going to be more than meets the eye around here. Or at least I thought there was going to be, but you never know. Yeah, I think that's it. But we are going to need to do one more thing before we enter here. So let's polymorph here. We are going to want to swap over to the other amulets, which is here. This will help us in our fight, or at least the immediate fight here. We're going to save here. And let's go in. Xanadra looks at you in alarm and irritation, but she quickly regains her composure. Her tone is threatening. So you found my little refuge then, Commander? I can't say I'm happy to see you here. We're in a bit of a hurry, and you, no doubt, plan to wreak the same mayhem you did in the Ivory Sanctum. Why don't you come back another time? And what did you do to my little Kiado? That little milksop forgot my promise, now he thinks he's valiant crusader? It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. What are you doing here? The woman smiles deviously. This is the Temple of the Horned God. You can appreciate the irony. Grubby peasants were worshipping a god with the stag's head above, while down in the crypt I was performing masses for Baphomet, the father of Minotaurs. You idiot crusaders have not even considered that the enemy could be hiding right in your own holy places. This place is my secret lair, the place where I enlightened those who were seeking. But now you have destroyed our stronghold in the Ivory Sanctum. It is time for the servants of Baphomet to go west, to a less dangerous location. And why didn't the temple cleric tell anyone about you? That cowardly little pup. I came here and ordered him to obey me, and he didn't even put up a fight. I placed a curse on him, one my master taught me. If that little wimp allowed anyone but a true servant of Baphomet into the crypt, he'd be doomed to an excruciating death. Oh, it was fun watching the torment of a pitiful little coward. You will pay for what you've done to this poor little boy. But what I did to this one in particular? What about all the other poor mortals that you herded towards me to be slaughtered? This boy is but a drop in the ocean of souls that I have corrupted and led into treachery. How dare you defile this temple? How dare I? I am the defiler of temples. I am the temptress of priests. I am the thief of relics and shrines. I am Xanadra. Who are you to barge into my sanctuary? Be gone. You will not escape me this time. Let's see if you're brave enough to follow me, valiant you crusader. Do you have the guts to pursue me in the shrine of Baphomet, the lord of the Ivory Labyrinth? Know this. You step over the threshold of this crypt. Kiato's death will be excruciating. A brood of hungry rats will appear inside him, and they will chew him from the inside out. If you choose to fight me, you will also be condemning him to death. Well, it sucks, but it's true, to be fair. Unless I could cure him of his curse, like, there isn't really much I can do for the poor boy. I don't think there's a way I can remove the curse, to my knowledge, which sucks. Let me see. We're in currently the Temple of the Good Huns. Let me see if there's a way you can save Kiato. I don't think there is, though. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Alright. Sadly, there is no way to save Kiato. I did check to make sure, but yeah, no, there's no way saving the poor boy. There is supposedly ways to save him if you do some shenanigans, but unfortunately, the only true way you can probably fix it is probably using an Aeon, but even then, it's a hard question of whether it would work or not, so we'll have to see. Regardless. Sadly. Yeah. Finian Dismar. Huh. There's more notes on Finium. Okay, cool. Grab everything here. Nothing too crazy. Just random assortments of loot. If there were a way to save the guy, I would, but sadly, I don't think there is, so we'll just grab everything that we can and go from there. Huh. Cool. Disarm this. Alright, we disarmed that trap. Now we can go into here, I do believe. But yeah, no, in this area there's apparently talk of a witch or something. I'm not sure what they're going on about, but whatever. Pick the lock here. The lock is jammed now. Good thing I loaded. Or I have a load. But these sorts of things are pretty easy to overcome, it's just tedious. Sadly, there's no way to truly save the guy, so the only thing we can really do is just pray that he's going to overcome this threat. We do get a belt of incredible dexterity, we get some more magical molecule things or whatever the have you. Yeah, poor guy is just going to have to take the L. We will save here. Down we go. Farewell, Commander. I'm ready to die. May Erastil gird you with his strength. Well, at least a man went out with honor. I'd say that's merit more than anything. Dude truly didn't deserve what he got coming for him, though. All the more reason to go against her, though. I think that's the best way you can go about it. Just succeeding the diplomacy check and just taking the L with him. Hello. That's a dangerous set of foes. Interesting. Ah, acidic spray. Okay, there goes our pets. We got some Voracious Glabrezu here. That's gonna be interesting to deal with. Okay, let's go over here. Intimidate. All of them are now intimidated, making them easier to hit. Now for you, okay, you're doing mirror image shenanigans, as expected. Thankfully, we are evading the effects of the dangers that are coming in, so we just need to focus on you. You're actually dazzled, which is good. Only thing we gotta do is just avoid the attacks that are coming our way. But other than that, we should be fine. This guy is only dazzled. You are still going strong. Let's intimidate again, just to be on our A game here. There we go. You're gonna do your multi-attack here. We'll be fine though. Yep. Ah, you're gonna go invisible. Interesting choice. You have chosen death then, I see. We'll go for Xanadra, because she seems to be the more dangerous of the two. We're gonna keep 5-foot-step shenanigans on. The Voracious Glabrezu is gonna be a danger, but nothing too crazy for us. Besides, we got plenty of healing coming in. Focus on the Glabrezu here. There we go. Just force her into just making one attack every single time. Then we're good. Same can be said for everybody else here, but I digress. There we go. Oh, Dismembering Strike. Interesting choice. Let's see. You got Dimension Strike. With a simple Intimidate, I can make that really bad for you. Ow! Nice. Good job. Alright, time to combo the ever-living hell out of you. Okay, I failed to Intimidate, but that's perfectly fine. As long as I deal enough damage, you'll be within... Yeah. You'll be within kill range, regardless. There we go. You are going to get some serious damage to hit on me, but other than that, we should be fine. I mean, with well-placed strikes, we're going to be fine. Yeah, the mischance is nasty, but we'll be fine. Okay, you're doing your typical touch attacks. 26, that's 46. Thankfully, we got a lovely boost to attacks, so we'll be fine. You are shaken for 12 seconds, that's perfectly fine. It just means that we got an easier time to hit you. Yeah. We can still technically see you, we're just missing due to concealment. Yep. Alright, another illusion comes out of the way. Man, they really do be causing us a ruckus. At least they're shaken for 18 seconds now. Ow. At least we're slowly getting rid of her illusions, at least, so there you go. It's not completely... Oh, doing Dimension Strike again. Okay, you're shaken for 6 seconds. Your mirror image is fading, I would imagine. There we go, a 30 extra damage. Nice. You're gonna get this head off, I know that for a fact. Oh, no, you actually don't. That's funny. Alright, Intimidate there. And we're just gonna keep circling until Xanadra's down. Pretty much just how it's gonna be playing for the most part. Combo the ever-living hell out of her. There we go. Now she's gone. Now we can focus on the true... Well, maybe not the true danger, but... The Voracious Demon is, or the Glabrezu, is definitely a target that we're going to need to deal with. Alright, let's 5-foot step and Intimidate. There we go, you're shaken for 12 seconds. That'll do for now. Nice try. We will just run up and combo the ever-living hell at ya. Okay. As long as we get rid of your polymorph, that's perfectly fine by me. You are now blinded, which is funny. by being blind, you're actually making my life 100 times easier, because we don't need to intimidate you now. This just makes it way easier, because you're also, missing with a 50% miss chance. But I digress. We managed to do all this, and we're good. Glory to Lord Baphomet. Lady Hepzibah, you should know that the Ivory Sanctum has been raided. The Crusaders' forces are no doubt continuing their offensive. In light of their victory, it has become dangerous to maintain an underground sect in this region. I trust that Lord Baphomet would value a living Sanadra more highly than a dead one. Therefore, I hope that he will not punish us for a forced retreat. The commander of the Crusaders is too dangerous to sit here under his nose. I summoned all loyal members of the sect. When all is ready, we will set out west via secret routes. I'm relying on you to... Okay. So, she probably wasn't expecting a quick retaliation from our part. But, needless to say, she was trying to corrupt this area before she left. So that was, a little sad, but, yeah. Yeah, it's sad to see. Oh, well. But, yeah, no, this area belongs to a... Or at least it used to belong to the stag god here. Burial rites fulfill several functions. They mitigate the psychological strain of parting with the deceased. They neutralize a source of disease causing miasmas, and to suppress the spread of cannibalistic and necrophiliac acts in society at large. There are many ways of disposing of a corpse: burning, dissolution, in harsh chemicals, ingestion by all members of the community, but by far the most popular method is burial. A grave protects the corpse against carrion eaters, serves as a place of remembrance, proclaims the merits of the deceased, and, of a special importance, when all safety measures are taken, grave burials prevent the deceased from coming back and visiting their still living relatives. The commander examines a stone sarcophagus, resting in the crypt of the Temple of Erastil. It was used as a feasting table for demons until very recently. Bones are scattered across the stone top of the sarcophagus. Some are easily identifiable as human finger bones. A human eyeball floats unappetizing in a clay bowl, and next to it lies a half-gnawed ribcage. The commander decides to examine the symbols on the sarcophagus. Stein recognizes some of the symbols used by Kella priests. According to the symbols, in this sarcophagus lies a priestess of Erastil, Delamere the Blessed. On the lid of the sarcophagus, the symbol forms a circle. The commander noticed that the seemingly solid slab is actually composed of several pieces in this spot. The hairline joins between the fragments are almost impossible to see. In Tacoris, there exists a funeral tradition, in which the priest would place magic seals, such on this tomb. The symbols on the seal are threatening. I am a god of the eternal sleep of Delamere. Cursed be to any who dared to destroy me. The commander... Let's say a prayer to Erastil. Failed to do that. Says a spell on the seal that can probably be broken. Okay. Let's reverently touch the relics and close the lid of the sarcophagus. Well, after we do this. After several attempts, Stein manages to break through the spells placed on the sarcophagus. The symbol on the stone seal begins to glow. With a click, the seal crumbles into pieces, and the lid of the sarcophagus slides open. Inside the sarcophagus lie the remains of a female archer. The bones are held together by leather armor covered in the same symbols as those on the sarcophagus, and the skeleton's hands are clutching onto an impressive bow made from an antler. Surprisingly, there are no unpleasant smells from the remains. The commander reverently touches the relics and closes the lid of the sarcophagus. Suddenly, the commander feels a rush of air out of the place in his cellar. It carries the scent of rain, the sound of dense forest, the mighty roar of the mountain river. The commander's body is overflowing with power, and the bow seems to yearn to be in his hands, now suffused with an overabundance of strength. The strange sensation passes, leaving behind only pleasant freshness. But yeah, our entire party heals, and I don't think we actually get anything here. Yep. No, we just get a full heal, basically, which is nice. It's a small little bow to not disturbing the dead, essentially. Originally, you could play the Lich route, and you could resurrect them. But, that's another story. Well, that's assuming you want to watch my other series. But yeah, no, there's merit to doing that as well, so there is that. But alas, we did the good thing. We left the remains alone. If we had disturbed the remains, we would have gotten a nice little bow, but there's no need to go and desecrate a grave after all, right? For now, though, let's see. How's our armies looking? They're doing pretty alright. No need to change what we're doing. We're going to march over here, and we're going to head to Blackwater. Or at least that's going to be our next goal. We need to visit the court to talk with Aranka here, apparently. Visit the court and talk to Aranka. Above the clouds. We will talk with them later. Yeah, we'll talk with them later, but for now, let's focus on the travel here. It seems we've ran into a fight, so hopefully this is not anything too dangerous, but we'll see. We will see indeed. Oh, lovely. It's, not what we want to deal with. Let's first polymorph back here. We are going to take this off temporarily, so that way we can use a scroll to prevent ourselves from suffering negative energy. Use a death ward here. There we go, death ward. And then we will equip the Covenant, just to be safe. And we're going to move right over to here, I guess.
Strike as one.
Alright, there we go. These guys are going to do some shenanigans, I would imagine. There you go. Oh, you're doing Dispel Magic antics. Okay, we're going to move over and deal with the Babao, or Ivu's going to deal with the Babao anyways. There we go. We won't be able to do much here in this form, so we're just going to polymorph here. And we're just going to probably back up 5 foot here. There we go. Yep, Enervation comes in, as expected. Oh, Bismuth is angry. But we're going to just combo the Babao down with Ivu. Okay, we're going to Intimidate here. There we go. 5 foot this direction here. There we go. Draknari is forced to just do manage damage like that. Alright. We're gonna move here. Alright, Ivu's gonna kill that one. There you go. Nice. Alright, the Grown Nabasu is shaken. We can just combo the ever-living hell out of him. He is now dazzled. Otherwise, nothing really changes. Hoorah. Alright, this guy is flanked, so that is something worth noting. Do some breath weapon antics. Alright, now it's just a Drekni, who is going to be spamming as much lasers as he possibly can anyways. We're just going to throw in some breath weapon antics here. 5 foot here, and combo the Drekni down. There we go. We'll let Bismuth calm down. He is confused here. There we go. Alright, let's get out of here. As far as I'm concerned, that was just a nice bit of juicy experience. I'm not complaining, to say the least. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm satisfied with that result. We've got plenty of healing coming in, so that's cool. But it does appear that whatever glitch that happened to prevent us from healing has stopped, so that's good. As long as we got that problem resolved, we're basically good. We are now going to make our way, across, but before that, we are going to have to deal with some more dangers, naturally. Going to take us some time for the advanced squadron here to go. But it does appear that this army is now going to start approaching. We're going to save here. And we're going to get advanced squadron B to encounter these guys. Get rid of them, as it were. Charge. The enemy has reached the forces, basically. Alright. Each unit in the army restores X amount of HP to adjacent allied units. Okay, so any adjacent enemy units basically take a bunch of damage. And any adjacent allies actually get a lot of boons, essentially. We're going to disintegrate the incubi here. There we go. We're probably going to lose our individuals here, but that's fine. You guys are going to march up. We're going to move over here, so that way it's easier to target you guys. Gonna go for the attack here. There we go. Let's see what happens here. Okay, let's wait. Okay. Okay, you're gonna go after them. Okay, as expected. Grimmer Arcs are not gonna be useful. We'll deal with the cultist mages here, though. There we go. Start attacking you. Alright. Attack here. There we go. Smite. Swing. Let's move over here. Okay, we're gonna move over to here, deal damage here. There we go. Alright, they stand no chance, I do believe. We shouldn't need to do any magic shenanigans here, so it's just a matter of just dealing with these guys and going from there. Do lay on hands for self, there we go, get some units back. There we go. Yeah, they stand no chance. We'll clear these guys out lickety-split here. There we go, brought up to 91. Alright, there we go. Clear. Done. That was easy. Alright, that army... We actually managed to recover units. Or at least we managed to recover units to the point where we didn't even need to worry about them being lost in the first place. Alright, we got the Stone of Ghostly Pathways if we beat this army, so we're going to save and get ready for that. We did manage to repel the assaults, so that's good. The armies of the enemy are probably going to try their best to stop us, but to no avail. They are not ready for what armies we have. Okay, what are they going to do? You're going to do that shenanigans. Okay. We lose out on our units there, that's fine. I guess a fireball is necessary here. Yeah, a fireball will do us wonders. There we go. Let's delay our turn here. Alright, here they come. I'm gonna move over to here. I'll move here. And we're gonna go for the 60 damage here. There we go. there goes our units there, but that's fine. Let's get rid of the majority cultists here, I do believe. There we go. There we go. We're going to go over to here next to deal with this unit. Here we are. Whittled down to 97. Oh, hello. You decide to attack my units here. Okay. Interesting choice. Alright, let's activate Song of Seasons. Hoorah. We'll deal the retrievers here. And these guys are in for a rough treat if I know what I'm doing here. Because I do believe the Song of Seasons triggers an explosive damage against any enemies that are around. So, if I'm correct... What did that do? That dealt, What happened here? It didn't really do anything. Okay. Let's heal the Hell Knights here. What was that? Hold on. I don't think, the song really did anything. Okay, well, whatever, I guess. Alright, well, let's deal with the, retrievers here, I guess. Or, better yet, we can deal with, the fodder like this. There we go. Let's do a Lay on the Hand Self. A Smite. And start whittling down this group. Oof, we're taking some serious damage there. There goes our units. Yeah, we need to heal our units here. There you go. Gonna need to back up here. There we go. Force them into a position where they can't really chase us as easily. Start whittling down the giant spiders like this. We'll just have to play it smart, essentially. Although our infirmary size is at full capacity, though, so that is worth noting. You know what? Let's load. We can do a little bit better here. The song was, arguably just worse in our situation. So we could do something better about this. Alright, let's see. You're going first. You're doing your laser shenanigans. Okay. Alright, let's just do a bunch of fireballs, I suppose. There we go. Get rid of those guys. We're gonna delay our turns here. Alright. Alright, we're gonna barrier up. Move up. And we're gonna want to deal damage to this group here, as expected. Okay. You are not going to move over to the area that we need you at, but that's fine. We can easily just KO your units. We can do a laser here to get rid of a significant number of cultists here. We're going to aim to split these two up into two groups here. Alright, pray that's enough. Alright, you're in a 295 group. I'm a little worried about the spiders, but honestly, we should be fine. As long as we whittle down this group here. There we go. Don't even have to focus on these guys anymore. Because these guys will wipe it out. We'll do Lay on Hands Other, so that way the units there can restore quickly. Now it's just a matter of clearing out the enemy. So with a well-placed shot here, that reduces the numbers of the units significantly. Gonna move here. Let's do a passive heal on ourselves. There we go. We'll start healing the Hell Knights here, because they're having a bit of a rough time, but we should be fine all the same. These guys are going to be really easy to clear up. Yeah, it just comes to these guys being cleared up, so We don't need to heal just yet, but we will definitely laser the spiders here, just to minimize the amount of losses that we're going to suffer. Okay. Deal with you. Get a heal on our clerics here. There we go. Alright. So far, our infirmary size is carrying quite well, so we'll be fine. If I do attack, that's only going to hurt us, so I'm not going to bother. Okay. Let's just keep at it with the damage that we're doing. There we go. We'll do Lay on Hands Other on the Hell Knights here. There we go. Restore their numbers significantly. It does mean that we sacrifice some time with these units, but whatever. It's fine. It does mean that we can do this. Boom. Now we can whittle down this cultist unit here. And then we can delay our turn and get a really good hit in. Yep, so we can deal with this cultist group, like so. We can then attack this group from here. There we go. And we can crusade from here and get rid of these units. And there we go. Done. And we don't even lose any units, thanks to that, you know, procedure. So there you go. Cool. Alright. And in doing so, we get ourselves the Stone of Ghostly Pathways. I don't think it really does anything for us much right now, but it's there if we want it. This army's not doing anything. This isn't doing anything. Is there anything else that we need to cover? There is a report here, so that we can get that done. And then there's the Secret Dispatch. The Earbeth reports that a letter has been received by a certain high-ranking Inquisitor. It is to be handed to the Commander, confidentiality, words, and for his eyes only. Okay. Alright. Hunting down mutiny. Yeah, no, we're basically golden on the morale standpoint, so that's good. Alright. But yeah, I guess with all that, we can now move on. We still got to go to the Dragon Burial Ground, so that is probably going to be our next destination after Blackwater. But we'll have to see how things pan out. It's going to take time no matter what. We have to go here anyways, but yeah. We failed to sneak past enemies. That's going to be fun. But hey, we'll manage. We'll manage. We've done this before anyways, so it's all good. Oh, hello. We got, oh, we got enemies across the board here. Okay. We're gonna save here. Because we haven't actually entered combat, which is kind of surprising here. Alright, let's buff up a little bit here. We really only need to make it so we're not fatigued. Then we'll use Mage Armor, I guess. And what else? We should be fine with just Mage Armor, I think. But anything goes. Let's use a Reduced Person, I suppose. Yeah, Reducing Person will give us a bit more of a boost, so there we go. Alright. Let's hope that's enough. It should be enough for these units, so there you go. This guy is blind, because he was not expecting us. We're gonna do a beam here, there we go. And for you, you can't really charge that, you can't charge that, but you can certainly go into melee with this guy for now. There we go. Alright, there you go, that's one. Oh, there's another Mortuary Poisoner trying his shenanigans. Hello. Blast here. There we go. Alright, let's combo the ever-living hell out the Mortuary Poisoners. There you go. We are a little flat-footed because of the mental web, but we'll be fine. Ow. Ow. There we go, 12th breath weapon. Alright, that's another 450 experience, so that's nice. Oh, that's a fireball. Lovely. Okay, we're gonna move over here. Okay, 5 foot back. And there we go, charge. Demon Mortuary is now within fireball range. Let's just have the Ivu do some damage here. Nothing too crazy. There we go. Combo the ever-living hell out of him. He is technically flanked, despite, you know, his circumstances, so there you go. He's doing his fireball shenanigans. Eventually he's going to lose all his defenses, though, so there you go. Alright, let's see. Let's hope Stein can get the kill. There you go. Nice. Took a little bit of effort on our part, but, you know, these guys are pretty easy to deal with, so... That was quite the easy clear. Regardless, to the area exit we go. We are basically on the cusp of Chapter 4 now, though, I do believe. Well, no, not Chapter... Well... Yeah, no, I think it's actually Chapter 4. We're still currently in Chapter 3, as expected, but, you know, we're getting there. Alright, Blackwater is our next objective. We're gonna save here. And there's a reason I called it to tech-savvy ruins. It's because this is a tech-savvy ruins. But yeah, no, we get to meet this area, which is fun. Alright, and here we are. This is probably one of the few most dangerous areas that we're going to be dealing with for quite a while, and probably one of the nastiest areas, I must admit. We are in for a treat, and I'm not sure how well we're going to fare here. So yeah, let's get ready for this, because things are going to be interesting. Your defeat is certain. You will be overpowered. Lay down your weapons and your lives will be spared. Resistance is futile. You cannot prevail. Capulate. Surrender. Voluntary modernization is less painful than the alternative. Yep. Ow! Electricity. Not fun. We are gonna... Let's see, are they immune to fear? I do believe they are not, thankfully. Okay, they are not immune to fear, but it's still a dangerous area. We do lose out on Ivu and all that, but that's to be expected at this point, honestly. Yeah, these guys are gonna be pretty nasty, so be ready for a very aggressive fight here. A very aggressive fight. We're a little shaken, but otherwise we should be fine. Mutation warriors are no joke. Gonna 5 foot here. Oof. Yeah, no, they got the... Okay, we didn't buff, so this is on us for not preparing. Oh well, we'll be fine. Let's see, are you shaken? You're not. Are you? Nope. You are shaken, though. Power shield specialist. Okay, we're gonna 5 foot here. There we go. Oh, the lightning's coming in. Okay. Alright, 5 foot here. There we go. Oh, they got hits. They're coming in with hits, that's for sure. Damn. Alright, a Banshee Blast. Interesting choice. Okay, we're gonna 5 foot here. It appears we got some traps here. Oh, Augmented Defender's running away, apparently. Alright. We are gonna focus on blowing back the Augmented Grunt here. Alright, we're gonna move here. Ow! A 70. Augmented Defender is panicking, frightened even, which is interesting. Okay, we're backing up here. You are dazzled. Okay, this Augmented Grunt is trying to get back at us. To no avail. Yeah, no, that guy's just straight up frightened with us, apparently. Okay, why isn't he going down? I have no idea. I guess I might have to coup de grace this guy, but we'll see. Yeah, we're gonna 5 foot here, and then we're going to coup de grace this man. There we go, just guarantee the kill. There is a lot of experience to be had here, though, so that's fun. At least we're avoiding electricity, which is the big thing here. Oh. 1 second. Alright, apologies for that. I'm now back. I just have to do some stuff, so we probably won't get through this entire area today, but we'll get through it eventually. It's just a matter of time. Alright, for now, though, we're going to intimidate here. We're going to make sure we are circling around here, I think. The Augmented Defender is just fearful of us, period. So it's not too surprising. But we're going to take out this Augmented Spellcaster here. We're going to have to coup de grace him, I think. You are still fearful of us. For how long, actually? I'm kind of curious. Hold on, let me check. You are frightened for 27 seconds still. Okay. Well, I mean, this is a perfect opportunity to disarm traps and whatnot. But before that, we should probably have the coup de grace up for the occasion, given the circumstances. So we're going to set this up. Alright, there we go. We can't disable the trap just yet, but we will be able to get there eventually. Alright. We are going to disable this trap. We successfully disabled the trap. Alright, now we move over to here. And while we can't disable this trap, we can certainly wait for next turn. Alright. We've disarmed that trap. And now we can start moving over to the frightened individual. Yeah, we're just going to move like that. We're not even going to move even. Alright. Gonna move up to this boy here. He is currently frightened, so he is technically flat-footed here. If he moves out of the way, he's getting another hit on him. And he's actually dazzled. We're gonna keep approaching him and trying to get hits off. Yeah, no, he's getting sneak attacked up the wazoo. He's no longer feared, but we can certainly shaken him. He is currently dazzled. He's suffering from a bewildering injury. We should probably make this disorienting because he does have a good to hit against us. But yeah, no, we're going to intimidate here. And force him to go chase us. There you go. He's shaken, but otherwise we'll be fine. Yeah, he's shaken for 12 seconds. We'll be fine. There we go. 5 foot back. There we go. He's going to do his shenanigans, but to no avail. Yep. just got to deal with the flat-footed, which is pretty nice. Alright. Alright, down he goes. He's probably going to be brought back up, as expected. But with a quick full attack, we should be fine. Yep, he's brought down to negative 93. And with a simple coup de grace, he's basically done. There we go. A dangerous Blackwater clan group, but other than that, we'll be fine. We'll survive. Now, it does appear that people are coming in to investigate the area, as expected. We are suffering from crushing despair, though. But that's an easy fix. We just need to buff up here, and we should be fine. So all we gotta do is just get every buff that we know we need. Mage armor included. Let's see. Lesser restoration is going to be necessary. We'll use Scroll of Heroism here. There we go. We're also going to need Good Hope here to get rid of Crushing Despair. Thankfully, we do have a wand of it. I do believe. I got Heroism. There should be a Wand of Good Hope somewhere. Wand of Good Hope. Oh, I guess we sold that wand. Yeah, no, I guess we did. Oh well. Alright, well, I guess that's that. We won't be able to get the Good Hope, I guess. So we're going to be suffering from Crushing Despair for at least a little bit. We are a little fatigued, so I will cure that real quick. That does require Lesser Restoration, which I do believe is... Oh, that's normal restoration. Are we exhausted? We are not, so we just need to get the cure for that. Okay, it should be somewhere here. I know roughly what I'm looking for. Here it is. Boom. Alright, we're no longer fatigued. We are going to need Feather Step. We'll use the Feather Step here. There we go. We will... Let's see, we don't need Magic Fang. We can use Scroll of Aid if we need to, but it shouldn't matter too much. Everything else really just comes down to, you know, not being required, but still something useful. We're gonna get Fox's Cunning just to be safe. Well, maybe not. It's a 3-minute ability, so no need to use that just yet. Resisting elemental energy. I do believe we're going to be suffering a lot of electricity here, so we are going to use an electricity resistance and a protection from electricity. So we are going to want those for this area. What else? Anything else? Not really. Reduced person can be saved for later. Scroll of Prayer is not necessary. We're basically good for the most part. Let's see. Angelic Aspect could be nice, but again, it's just things that really don't need to be added currently, so we'll add them later. For now, we should be fine. Alright, we're going to do some basic exploration here. Nothing too crazy, but yeah. We're just going to take a moment to look around, see what we find. We are currently at a heavy load, so we are going to have to drop some stuff here at this point. But other than that, we should be fine. As far as I'm aware, we could really just sell everything, because I'm not going to be using it. But I digress. Drop, drop, drop. Alright. Drop all this. This will bring us into medium load, I do believe. There we go. It almost brought us into light load, even. Drop the Mithril Chainmail. We got some weight, but we'll be fine. It could be worse, to be fair. Alright, we got some enchanted stuff. We'll grab those. There we go. And we got some augmented workers. I should probably deal with these guys, but eh. It's not like they're hostile, so let's not attack them. We'll leave them be. Although, actually, no, they do give experience, I do believe. We did do a save, so let's check how much experience they give us. They give us absolutely jack, so no point in attacking them, as far as I'm concerned. If they won't give us experience, there's no point in attacking them. We'll leave them to their own devices. We'll get some more experience as we go, but I digress. Alright. Let's see what we find in here. Alright, we are going to need to make a use magic device check to access the door's controls. And we failed the check immediately. Let's reload and make sure we get the check going. Alright. And the DC is 35, so to be fair, we've got a heavily outweighed roll against us. I guess I could polymorph back into my current form and then go from there. There is no harm in doing that as far as I'm concerned. Besides, I'm going to need to use the alchemical flask option as well, so that's fun. Alright, so let's polymorph back here. We are going to need to use Mutagen of Dexterity here. This is going to help our dexterity quite a bit. And our armor class to boot. In fact, we're almost up to level 18, which is impressive. Is there anything that will help us increase our use magic device? Let's see. Alright, use... Yep, we got a +5 to use magic device by wearing these. A boost to intelligence is always nice, but not required. And we got another ring that gives a competence bonus. Okay. Yeah, we'll wear the gloves. They give a use magic device of +5, I believe, so... This should help us a little bit. There we go.
I do not believe this is possible.
Well, that's a load. God damn. Alright, well. Give me a moment to resolve this, and we should be good. Well, I'm probably going to have to pause here in a bit anyways.
I do not believe this is possible.
Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause... Well, you know what? It's a little early for me to end stream, but I think it's wise that I end stream here because we got a lot to cover here in Blackwater. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wrap up stream here, and when I return later on in the day, I will come back and, well, I'll go through this entire dungeon, which is sure to be quite interesting, and it should be enough to give us level 18. But I digress. I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know I did, and I will see you guys next stream. Take care, everybody, and have a good day.